Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is Vlogoween day 21. And I wanted to talk a little bit about nests. Now, I know they come in like all shapes and sizes, and there's some birds that build like a trap door in there so snakes can't get in. There's some birds that like grab cobwebs and steal from spiders and build those. There's, you know, the condor obviously that has the nest so big that I could curl up in it and read a book and be super comfy. This is one that's been in our shrub for a very, very long time. And it's been falling apart. Obviously there's an egg left in here that never hatched. This has just been in our shrub for, I'm trying to think. It's been in there over a year. And the shrub got, it got smushed by a bear. So we're kind of clearing things out and making sure that when the birds do go to build nests, they go a little bit higher up. So this doesn't happen again. So it's been removed. The other two eggs hatched a very long time ago. And sometimes this just is how it is. But I thought we would look at one. If you see some bugs crawling out, don't be alarmed. That's also how this is. So in this nest, there's like redwood pieces. There's like it's a lot of dead grasses. There's a piece of bark in here. And like really tiny twigs. It's just a bunch of different, lots and lots of grasses and really soft twigs that have been able to be shaped spherically like this. And I thought if we were going to draw a nest and put your birds into some sort of context, it might be fun, you know, to see a real live nest. And then try and like figure out how to draw that. I'm gonna add a little bit of paper, but again, there's bugs, don't be alarmed. Like, welcome to nature. This is how nature is. So I'm going to attempt to draw this. If you are attempting to draw a nest, the first thing you need to think about is what kind of nest your bird has. So for accuracy, for context, again, some nests hang, some nests perch. There are birds that will lay their eggs on the ground and throw down like a couple sticks and call that a nest. I believe those are the killdeer birds. And then, you know, you get the cock of the rock, and that's how they got their name, because they do the saliva and mud on the rocks for their nests. So they really take all shapes, sizes, colors, textures, materials. It's really, really vast. I can link some articles if you want to see some really unique bird nests. But I just thought for this video we'd do something kind of mellow and chill. And we can just look at this nest that I have. And if we're looking at it at the context of drawing, illustration, and color, we would denote shadow and highlight. So the shadow would be the inside, which is a very dark brown, dark sepia. And the outside would be a very pale browns, some oranges, some like burnt umbers, some even like little bits that could almost skew pale yellow. So when you go to illustrate the nest and you're doing like a spherical form, right? Here's your nest. And you're trying to denote all the bits and all the pieces and all the lines and all the things. First thing you need to notice is it's not symmetrical. A lot of bird nests aren't perfectly formulated. That can be a drawing style if you want to create that and have that, but know that there's going to be like sticks and things coming out, and it may be lopsided on one side and really wrapped heavy on another, and it's, you know, it's the best that this bird could do. And some lines are going to be thicker, some lines are going to be thinner. Again, I'm doing this just in fine liner. If I were to draw this with colored pencil, I could tell you right now it would take hours, because I would want to try and capture like some of the detailing of like the redwoods and some of the different branches and things in here. And I would try and color match as much as possible, because this is going to be super dark. Like, we have an egg, right? And my cats say hi. They always say hi. Here's the egg. Here's like the shiny portion, and then there's like little speckles and stuff. Again, I like speckles. It's real sad this one didn't hatch, but I think, again, in nature, sometimes that happens. It's disappointing to see. But again, I think that where this bird had built this nest, there was just too much traffic. It was just a high traffic area. Like the bird thought it would be fine. And it just wasn't with some of the wildlife we have. So, unfortunately, like we all want to tell birds, please do a better job when you're doing your stuff, but like they think they are. So sometimes things change, seasons change, bears come out of hibernation, and they do weird stuff in your backyard. We also have like raccoons and possums and skunks and deer, and I'm not sure what else we have. We have a wildlife camera, but we need to recharge the batteries. And it's kind of set higher because we have one deer in particular that just loves our backyard. So, and it's a male. He has antlers. So this is darker. This is the center of the nest. And as we come out, it's going to get less dark, less dense. And this gives you that illusion that this is a nest, that this is a hole, that there's depth to it. This is the inside, this is the outside. And you could even add some form of like drop shadow on the side. You hear my cats running? They're having a great time. And if you want to add little bits and pieces and things that curl and whatever, this is how I would do a nest very quickly on camera in fine liner pen. But again, things cross and they meld. They don't, like, it's just, it's a huge situation here. And you can have it be more oval if you want it more oval and less circle, if you think that looks more accurate to what you're illustrating. And it's all about shadow and highlight for realism. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? My cats are like trying to rearrange the furniture. And she's mad. Okay, ladies, thank you. Thank you for contributing to this video. We appreciate it. I did tell you in my last video that our cats are something else. What are they? They're ferocious, and every day we're super happy they're only 10 pounds. But ferocious cats need love too, and we are the home to provide that. So they're sweet when they're sleeping. They absolutely take on our huge dog. Okay. So inside of the nest, outside of the nest, trying to think about things crossing, melding, blending, coming around. If you want to add color, you can. Watercolor would be really, really beautiful. You would want to do a light wash, let it dry, and then come back and do darker details on top. That's how I would do it. You can do it any way you want to do it, but for watercolor, that's kind of how I would do it, just to lay down a layer of brown and then do the dark and then come back with some of the highlights and lowlights. And let's see if we can color pencil this. Let's see, we'll do this guy. Let me find some colors. All right, I found some colors. So again, if this is the center, and I'm gonna call it this shape, and we're gonna have a little egg in there, this would be really, really dark. Again, I'm using sepia. You could use black with medium pressure and then add a layer of brown on top just to recreate this color. This is just a convenience color. You don't have to buy it. I like my browns. I tend to draw a lot of wildlife some years, and it really, really saves me time. when I'm not made of any to be able to have some of these brown colors. So, all right. Here's the inside. roughly. And maybe it's not quite as perfect and strange. And then we're gonna do some other brown bits. So we're gonna start layering brown. And you could even do like an undercolor of brown if you want, before you add some on top. And again, I'm keeping this messy. It doesn't have to be hyper realistic if you don't want it to be. Add some weird branches, things in here. Here's some gray. Gray's a lot of fun. This is a middle gray. But you have to have the white showing through. It's not gonna look like the branches are filling. It's not gonna look right, so you can't really have a lot of white because there's no white showing through here. See what I'm saying? Like there may be little bits with highlights of yellow, but there's not a lot showing through. So we're just gonna kind of blend this guy out so it's a little softer. And then we have a little egg here. All right, and then little speckles. And we have another little nest. It doesn't have to be something, if you want to just practice doing 5-minute doodles for the day, practicing nests, side view, top view, bottom view, at an angle. There's so many different ways you can look at this and try this out and add little bits and pieces. You want to add a little bit of redwood. We obviously have them where we live and they rain down in the fall. So, bits and pieces, colors and bits. It can be a very, very quick doodle thing. It's a ton of fun. If you're suffering from like illustration block, or you don't know what to draw, or you've just sort of hit a wall. Circles, lots and lots of circles with a circle, circles. And you can just color code that. And you can try it with different mediums. You could try it with different colors. You could try it with different shapes. I have a whole video on eggs if you're interested. I just thought it would be fun to draw something from nature really, really quick to see if we could kind of put down like the general aesthetic of this nest, which is kind of like, it's basically just dried grass. It's just a lot of dried grass, which is awesome. Like that's really, really cool because we don't have a lot of lawn. So wherever they found a lot of this grass and put it together so thoughtfully is really, really cool. Plus like the piece of bark right here. It's just a really interesting looking nest it's basically falling apart and the rain's coming. So with that, it's going to be completely destroyed in a week anyway. So I just thought we would just put it on a video, honor the bird, thank it for its time and energy. One last hurrah. Say thank you to the little baby for being here. Hi, little baby. Thank you. We're sorry you didn't hatch. That's real sad. But we honor you in illustrations. Again, this is just a quick little video. Just get out of your head today. Just turn it off. Turn on some music. Change your mood. Change your mind. Draw some circles. Get in the mindset of doing a little doodle every single day, no matter how small. And you will feel good. You will feel that sense of accomplishment. You will feel proud and pride in what you've done, and that you're leaning into the things that you love and enjoy and like to create. Okay, I gotta go. I have neighbors. All right. Okay, I apologize this video is so short, but I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.